Coming up at noon, a teenager from Normal is found killed in southern Illinois. We speak exclusively with her family. Also, a research institute says Illinois is close to peaking when it comes to COVID-19 deaths. We've got the details on those projections. And feeding frontline workers, how you can also help give back. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shelby Roberts. To begin this afternoon, discarded and left for dead. A teenager from Normal becomes the victim of a gruesome crime. In an interview you'll only see right here on WMBD, her family tells Minaj Kwangari as police hunt for her murderer. The motive is still a mystery.
Investigators say 18-year-old Haley Decker vanished after moving from Normal to Southeast Missouri earlier this year. That wasn't until last week when Pulaski County Sheriff deputies say they found her body in a mushroom field in Ullin, Illinois. Her aunt, Jenny Randall, spoke only to WMBD, saying she's still in shock after what she thought was a missing persons case took this tragic turn.
Couldn't process that at first. I just said, Dad, what do you mean, her body? People don't say her body if the person's still alive. I basically just fell to the ground and just started crying. It was just very upsetting because I felt like I could have done more.
Jenny Randall says it's a call she never thought she'd get. Her niece, a murder victim. 18-year-old Haley Decker's body found nearly 300 miles from her hometown. Her killer still wanted.
I hope that they spend the rest of their years rotting in prison. Haley was a small girl, and just to think that somebody would do something to a girl that is that young and that small and frail, why? What I want to know is why.
Illinois State Police are leading the investigation, but Pulaski County Sheriff Randy Kern says his department will do what they can to close the case.
It's hard enough for somebody to be thrown away like that. And as young as she is, she just didn't deserve that. I want justice seen for this girl. She was a pretty young lady, and I'm sure she's had some things that she was going through, and she just didn't deserve to be done like that.
And anyone with any information is being asked to contact the Illinois State Police. You can find that number on our website, ciproud.com. In the Twin Cities newsroom, I'm Minaj Kwangari.
In a follow-up, a Peoria man has been arrested following a shooting that happened last July. 24-year-old Jatarius Yankaway, the man on your screen, was taken into custody Tuesday night. He was found at a store on Laux Avenue in Peoria. His charges include attempted murder, and they come after a man was found shot multiple times behind a home on Huang's Avenue. That was July 26th of last year. Yankaway is being held on an Illinois Department of Corrections no bond warrant. Investigators are still looking into the cause of a large fire that happened in Peoria County. It destroyed a farm warehouse Tuesday night. Unsicker Farms is located on Plank Road near the Peoria County Jail. A semi, planter, tractor, and combine were just 4 of the many items that were destroyed. Fire officials say that there's upwards of $1 million worth of damages. The state fire marshal says that the cause of that fire is undetermined. Now to our COVID-19 coverage. A second person living at Generations at Riverview in East Peoria has died of COVID-19. The Peoria County Health Director says that the victim is a woman in her 80s. A Tazewell County man who lived in the same facility died just days earlier. The facility representative says that staff members are actively disinfecting the environment and monitoring their residents.
Tazewell County is very much involved with this and with that long-term care facility. I think the mayor highlighted it when he spoke earlier that our long-term care facilities are in these highly volatile situations where they're working with a vulnerable population and very confined spaces, and so they are really working and doing their best to make sure that they are able to address the issues as they come up.
The health department director confirms that there were 39 cases of COVID-19 in the Tri-County area, 16 in Peoria County, 16 in Tazewell County, and 7 in Woodford County. She says in Peoria, some people have overcome the virus, 8 have recovered, 5 are in the hospital, and 1 has passed away. An employee at the Schnucks on University in Peoria is at home in quarantine after testing positive for the virus. A company spokesperson says the employee last worked on March 28th and showed no symptoms at work. Schnucks says that the store has undergone some deep cleaning and it has been sanitized as required by the CDC. That spokesperson also says that it has no knowledge of any other employee showing symptoms. COVID-19 is tearing through some of the state's prisons with a confirmed case now in central Illinois at the Pontiac Correctional Center. The state's website says an inmate there does have the virus. And in Kewanee at the Life Skills Reentry Center, 2 employees have tested positive. Throughout Illinois, 110 inmates have COVID-19. 95 of them are at the Stateville facility. And statewide, 70 staff members have the virus. Illinois is about 3 days away from reporting the peak number of deaths amid the COVID-19 crisis. Those projections released by the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation. Researchers there looked at global trends and broke down projections by state. They say assuming social distancing continues through May, Saturday will be the day that most hospital resources are used, and Sunday will be the day that most deaths are reported. If you'd like to find those projections for yourself, you can head on over to our website, ciproud.com, and click on the coronavirus tab. More than 400 Bridgestone employees in the Twin Cities will be heading back to work next Monday. The company announced yesterday that all of the Bridgestone America's commercial tire plants and Firestone industrial product manufacturing facilities will reopen April 13th. The plant in Normal shut down March 21st. The president and CEO of the company says that he sees the need for Bridgestone to do its part in manufacturing critical products to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. He says facilities will practice CDC safety protocols. Health officials in McLean County report 1 new case of COVID-19, bringing the total number to 63 in the county. Of those cases, 30 are self-isolating at home and 6 are in the hospital. 3 of the hospital patients are in the ICU. 25 of those cases are fully recovered and no new deaths have been reported. Testing is continuing at the McLean County Fairgrounds, but starting tomorrow, federal funding for the site will end. Officials say they're still hoping to keep the facility open in the future.
I know they would like to continue it, but obviously there are several things that they would have to figure out due to, the support was from the federal level, the lab support, the different things that they had in place, and so that's what they're looking to do.
More than 650 people have utilized the site at the county fairgrounds. Out of the 63 positive cases so far in the county, 25 of those patients have fully recovered. COVID-19 testing hits a wall as Governor J.B. Pritzker announces inaccurate results from a company expected to fast-track testing. The hope was that 5 machines brought into the state would each be able to process up to 200 tests an hour. Governor Pritzker says not only did that not happen, but the results are inaccurate, meaning the state is still falling short of its goal of 10,000 tests a day. He says reaching that number is vital as they work to identify and target hotspots here in Illinois. While healthcare leaders say that testing for the virus is their top priority, they are also looking ahead to new antibody testing, which could show who has already had COVID-19 and maybe who didn't know it. Yesterday, the state reported the highest number of single-day deaths, with the virus killing 82 people. There are now more than 15,000 COVID-19 patients in the state. Feeding frontline workers. A fundraiser working to do just that has already brought in about $10,000 in Peoria. Greg Witten created the GoFundMe account. He says he'll be using that money to buy meals for the healthcare workers fighting against this pandemic. He says it's a way that all of us can help local restaurants and also show our appreciation. Witten says that he plans to keep that page up and running until no more money is coming in. In order to donate, you can find the link on our website, ciproud.com.